Bottom of the seventh inning here from Camelback Ranch. Giants lead the Dodgers 5-4. We have a bunch of spring training players, so I'm probably not going to know their names, but Donald's on the mound for the Giants. And the first pitch to Cody Hoese, Hoese, is a fastball down and away. 5-4 Gigantes here in the bottom of the seventh inning, and that's a slider down. No, that was a fastball, I beg your pardon. Actually, might have been a cutter. 2 balls and no strikes. There was a little break on it, so I'm going to guess it was either a cutter or a two-seamer. 5-4 Giants, and this, as John Miller likes to call, a Cactus League friendly, and that's down and away, and it's 3 balls and no strikes. Hoese last year in AAA at 287 with 17 home runs, 79 RBIs. 287, that guy could win the batting title hitting 287. Here's the 3-0. That's, in this generation, that's Ted Williams-like numbers, as that's inside for ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk. This is how this inning gets started. So we've got a bunch of guys from minor league camp on the field for the Giants, so I'm not going to know their names necessarily, so I apologize for that. Here is Hyesung Kim. He was the highly touted free agent from South Korea over the offseason. I was hoping the Giants would sign him, but unfortunately that was not meant to be, as there's a curveball outside, 1-0. Kim homered his last time up in the 5th inning. He's 1 for 1 with a walk in this game, and that's outside. And it's 2 balls and no strikes, and it's 7 straight balls by McDonald to start the inning. The catcher for the Giants, Porter, is out to talk to him again. I don't know who these guys are. Many of these guys are you've got basically a combo of non-roster invites and guys from minor league camp on the field right now. I'll take screenshots on my phone so that I can get a clue on who these guys are. The 2-0, and there's a swing and a ground ball to second. Therefore, it's the second base. We'll go to second for 1. The shortstop over to first for 2, and that's going to be well late. Kim beats out the back end, 1 away. So 4-6 on the fielder's choice for those of you keeping score at home. 1 out, and that will bring up Bob Hope. I'm kidding. His name's not Bob Hope. His name is Zahir Hope, but just because his last name was Hope, I wanted to call him Bob Hope. And, you know, this is the Dodgers. It's Los Angeles. And if you fly southwest into Los Angeles, you fly into what used to be called the Burbank Airport, but is now Bob Hope Airport, as Donald throws over to first and back to the bag standing. It's kind of one of those check on the I know you're there throws to let a guy know at first you see him. You don't see as many of those now that you have pickoff limits. But they still do happen occasionally. McDonald pitching from the stretch. He's at the letters. And the first pitch to Hope on its way. And there's a swing and a shot up the middle into center field. That's a base hit. Kim will hold at second, and the Dodgers will have runners at first and second with 1 out. The center fielder that fielded that for the Giants is Wade Meckler. And we've seen Meckler up in the big leagues with the Giants. So here's Austin Gauthier, Gauthier. And now Adam Hamari, the plate umpire, is calling time, as we're going to have another visit from Logan. And we're also going to get a visit from the Giants pitching coach, who was a new pitching coach this year. I forgot what his name was, because Brian Price is no longer the Giants pitching coach. He was the Giants pitching coach last year. So I'm trying to think. It was Kurt Young. Of course, it was Righetti for many years, from 2000 to 2017. It was Kurt Young in 18 and 19. It was Andrew Bailey from 20 to 23. Last year, it was Brian Price. It's J.P. Martinez, but I don't think that was J.P. Martinez. And the first pitch to Gauthier is swung on and missed. And this is not a split squad. But that was not J.P. Martinez who was at the mound. Here's the 0-1, and there's a curve down. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mentioned Adam Hamari is the plate umpire. And there's a swing and a foul off the fist off to the right, now to play, 1-2. Alan Porter, Derek Thomas, and Jacob Metz are the base guys. Porter right now is at first. Thomas is at second. Metz is at third. How it works is they rotate during spring training games. So that was actually the positioning at the start of the game. The first 2 innings, that's how it was, is Gauthier takes a curve inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And then for the third and fourth, the guy who was at first in the first and second moves to third. Guy from the third base umpire moves to second base umpire moves to first, and then that rotation continues again for the 5th and 6th innings, and then they go back to the original in the 7th inning, and then they will rotate again in the 8th and in the 9th. There's a fastball low and away, 3-2, and the count's now full. So base umpires rotate every 2 innings for the first 6 innings, and then every inning in the final 3 innings, if that makes sense. Full count. Here's the pitch to Gauthier. And that's outside. He walked him. And the bases will be loaded. Oh, Gauthier. It apparently say Gauthier, not Gauthier. Gauthier. So I apologize for that. So here comes Bob Melvin, and we are going to have a pitching change. I don't know if they're still doing it this year, but just for the hell of it, when it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and repair experts. It is 5-4 Giants here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Dodgers have the bases loaded with 1 out. You're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. Men, do you have erectile dysfunction? Can you not get it up for your special somebody? Then take Viagra and you will be coming all night. If you still have a hard-on after 4 hours, contact your doctor immediately. Viagra is not responsible for any medical issues that may arise. Men, to you bald, fat, ugly men out there, which includes yours truly, are you lonely out there? Then drink Budweiser, and if you do, all the prettiest girls in the world will want to fuck you. Guaranteed. Budweiser does not guarantee that the prettiest girls in the world will want to fuck you. In fact, studies have shown that the most beautiful girls in the world will never fuck bald, ugly motherfuckers. Joey Lucchesi, former Padre, the Giants saw him, I think, back in 2019. I think he made his Major League debut against the Giants that year. He is the new pitcher for the Giants. Last year at AAA, 27 games, 17 starts, 5-7 with a 4.70 ERA, 115 innings. He walked 56, struck out 86, allowed 14 home runs, and opponents hit. I missed his opponent's average. And I lied. He did not make his Major League debut in 2019, but the Giants faced him on that opening weekend in 2019. So Ward is the hitter, lefty on lefty matchup here. Dodgers have the bases loaded with 1 out. And there's a pitch outside for ball 1. For the umpires, Hamari is a full-time Major League guy. Alan Porter is a crew chief. And Derek Thomas and Jacob Metz are up and down guys. 1-0 the windup. Here's the pitch. And that's swung on and chopped foul along the first base line. It's a ball and a strike. Last night when the Dodgers and the Angels played here at Camelback Ranch, there were 3 of the 4 umpires were Wendelstedt instructors. Malachi Moore, of course, is a full-time Major League umpire. And there's a swing and a foul off to the left and out of play, 1-2. My friend Willie Trainer, who was with us at Wendelstedt in 23 and again here in 25, and has been there, I think, since 2020. I don't know when he first became an instructor. I think he was part of the class of 2019, if I'm not mistaken. He was one of the umpires, and he is a spring training invite umpires. That's popped up. This will be an infield fly. There's ordinary effort by an infielder. It's going to be the shortstop who makes the catch. out in shallow left field, 2 away. And then, because if Trainer can have a good spring, Foley can have a good spring training, then he will be a up and down guy this year who will work major league games and get his own number. Then occasionally they will invite some guys up who are not going to be call up and down guys this year. As Josue, Josue, I don't know if I'm saying Josue De Paula is now the hitter for the Dodgers. Lefty on lefty matchup. Here's the pitch. But as De Paula takes a strike, Cullen Martin worked the plate in the game between the Dodgers and the Angels last night. He is not officially a spring training umpire, but you'll occasionally see other minor league umpires get a chance to work spring training games, as that swung and fouled into the crotch of Adam Hamari, and it's quickly 0-2. FU. And when I was uttering FU, like F9 for a fly ball to the right fielder, FU for the umpire. Actually, that makes perfect sense because FU stands for fuck you, and people love saying fuck you to umpires. It makes perfect sense. Here's the pitch. Line drive over the leaping third baseman off the end of the bat into left field. That's a base hit. Kim will score. Hope will hold at third. Everyone advances a base, and this game is tied. All right, so it's 5-5 now. And number 75 for the Dodgers, he's got a name, so he's an on-roster invite. If they don't have a name, they're from minor league camp. Justin Dean, and he takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Dean 2 for 9 on the spring. Lucchesi winds, and the 1-0 on its way. And there's a curve for a strike at the knees. It's a ball and a strike. Lucchesi pitching from the windup with the bases loaded, winds, and the 1-1 on its way. And there's a swing and a ground ball over to second. To his left to field, it's the second baseman who's from minor league camp. He'll throw to first to the first baseman with no name from minor league camp, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers score 1 to tie it. They leave the bases loaded. We go to the 8th. It is 5-5, and you're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. All right, we go to the 8th inning here from Camelback Ranch. It's 5-5. Chris Campos, who pitched at high A and double A last season, is the new pitcher for the Dodgers. He's wearing the number 86. He's from minor league camp, and the first pitch to, I think that's number 82 for the Giants from minor league camp, is swung on and fouled back to the spring. Number 92, I lied. It's Cole Foster, who last year hit I missed his average, but he split time between low and high 8. The pitch to Foster, no relation to Kyle Foster, my friend who runs Net Sports News, is up and away 1-1. It's windy here, and there's some dust in the air. Not like Haboob style, like you would get during the summer monsoon storms, as that's up. Oh, no, it's a strike on the high inside corner. Maury did a very half-assed strike call there, and the count's 1-2. Kind of the strike call I was doing last night. And the wind is whipping. There was a game the Giants and Cubs played at Scottsdale Stadium back in 2009 that got called because of wind. It was a night game in the 7th inning, and that swung on and missed. And Foster strikes out for the first out here in the 8th inning. Like a changeup at the top of the zone, and I don't. Foster seemed pretty fooling on that baby. Well, he'll probably see it again in high A or double A this year. There's a strike to number 82, and the minor league guys, the guy from minor league camp, they're wearing double flat helmets. It's 88. Sabine Caballos, Ceballos. 0-1, there's a swing and a chopper foul. There's a guy sitting behind home plate a little bit on the first base side who looks exactly like Buster Posey. But we know it's not Buster Posey because he's wearing Dodger blue. And I don't think a guy running the Giants front office would be wearing Dodger blue. 0-2 pitch, fastball very high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, swing and a little tapper at the plate, and the count stays at 1-2. Giants will be hosting the Angels tomorrow at Scottsdale Stadium. Robbie Ray will make the start for the Giants. Jose Soriano will make the start for Anaheim. And yes, I still call them Anaheim, even though they haven't been the Anaheim Angels since 2004. There's a swing and a miss, and Caballos strikes out. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Dodgers will have they'll have a split squad tomorrow. One squad will be going over to Hohokam, or at least what used to be Hohokam Park, to play the Oakland A's. And yes, I still say Oakland. And the other squad will host the White Sox here at Camelback Ranch. Funny thing, Dave Roberts, the Dodgers manager, will actually go over to Mesa as Velasquez is the hitter for the Giants. I think he's number 86, left-hander, and he takes a strike. And now he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, quickly 0-2. Diego Velasquez. Well, I've already gotten 2 guys' numbers wrong in this inning. Nope, it's 85, and there's a swing at it. 75! See, I got it 3 guys wrong, and I've gotten numbers wrong 4 times. There's a fastball swinging and fouled off to the left, and the count stays at 0-2. Oh, 2, no balls, 2 strikes. I already forgot the name of the Dodger pitcher. Number 86, the right-hander, winds and throws. The 0-2 is a changeup down and away, 1-2. All right, it's Campos. 1-2 pitch on its way, swinging a ground ball hit off the fist to first. Therefore, it is the first baseman who will step on the bag, and that will end the inning. So a 1-2-3 inning for Campos. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-5. You're listening to Giants Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. All right, bottom of the 8th inning. It's 5-5, Giants and Dodgers here from Camelback Ranch, and a bunch of guys who are either non-roster invites or who are up from minor league camp are in the game. Justin Garza is the pitcher for the Giants. He is a non-roster invite. How do I know that? He has a name on the back of his jersey. And the first pitch is up and away. The Dodger hitter, I'm trying to get his name, he's wearing the number 67, Hunter Feduccia, Feduccia. How do I know he's a non-roster invite? Well, like Garza, he has a name on the back of his jersey. Here's the lineup in the 1-0. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. At a little check swing foul chopped off to the left over towards the Dodgers on-deck circle. It's a ball and a strike. The lineup and the 1-1. And there's a strike, 1-2. Beautiful day here at Camelback Ranch, about 80 degrees. It has been warm here in the Valley of the Sun this week. It's been one of the warmest first weeks of spring training I can ever remember. There's a swing and a high fly ball to left center field. Coming over to his right is Meckler, and he makes the catch, one away. And Marco Luciano, I believe, is still in left. As now we have a guy from minor league camp, and I know that because he's got the double flap helmet and no name on the back of his jersey. 00, Aaron Bracho, who last year in AA at 221, 8 home runs, 49 RBIs. Left-handed hitter, and the pitch is a fastball on the outside for a strike. That may have been a bit away, but Bracho is not going to challenge, and I love that because fuck ABS. Calling balls and strikes is an art, not a science. Here's the 0-1. And there's a swing and a high fly ball out to left center field with Carey. Luciano's looking up, and this one's going to go. And the Dodgers are going to retake the lead at 6-5. That ball flew out of here. Combine the juice baseballs with the thin desert air and possibly the wind blowing out to left. I have no clue where the wind's blowing, though, considering the way that thing went out. I have to assume that the wind's blown out to left. That ball just got out of here in a hurry. Yep, it's blown out. Yep. The trio of juice balls, the thin desert air, and the wind blown out to left, and that baby got out in a hurry. All right, 6-5. And by the way, all 3 Dodger home runs have come from left-handed batters. Just thought I would add that in there. And the first pitch to the next guy, who I believe is a right-handed hitter, is swung and fouled off to the right and out of play. Cody Hose. All right, we already saw him in the bottom of the 7th. And he walked his first time up. Garza from the set and the pitch. And that's up. 1 ball and 1 strike. One 1. Here's the pitch, and that's chopped foul. 1-2. Oh, it's Hosey, not Hose. And Hosey swings, and it's a fly ball into left center field. Coming in and a couple steps to his right is Meckler, and he makes the catch. 2 down. All right, here's another dude from minor league camp, Sean McLean. And that's outside. Here's the pitch, and that's inside. I wonder if there's any relation from him and Scott McLean, a former longtime minor leaguer, the all-time minor league home run king. That's inside. 3-0. And he did play for the Giants in 2007 and 2008. A real journeyman. Was up with the Devil Rays in 1998, their inaugural season. Spent some time with the Cubs in 2005. He went also spent time in Japan. That's inside for ball 4, and McLean draws a 2-out, 4-pitch walk. So here's Bob Hope, and Hope takes a strike. And again, I'm kidding. His last name's Hope. It's the Dodgers. There's Bob Hope Airport. I wanted to call him Bob Hope. 0-1 to Hope. I think it's Kyle Hope. Left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1. And there's a swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2. The pitch and a swing and a miss. Took him out on a high fastball, and that'll end the inning. So the home run puts the Dodgers back ahead. We go to the ninth inning. Dodgers lead at 6-5. You're listening to Giants Spring Training Baseball on Facebook and Twitter Live. All right, we're in the ninth, and that's a strike on the low inside corner. I'm trying to figure out who the batter is and who the pitcher is. We have a new pitcher for the Dodgers. It's Victor Barakoto for the Giants. He pops one up shallow right. Out is the second baseman. It's going to be the second baseman who makes the catch. It's Gothard. Gothard's the second baseman who makes the catch. One away. Oh, Campos is back out. Again, spring training for the announcers too. Here's Wade Meckler. I think Meckler's on the 40-man roster for the Giants, if I'm not mistaken. There's a curve up and away to Meckler, 1-0. Meckler 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. The pitch. That's fastball up and in, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Swing a ground ball, and that's going to find its way into right center field for a base hit. So a one-out base runner for the Giants. Tying run is aboard at first, but also a potential double play situation that could end the game. And that will bring up Marco Luciano. And this is a big camp for Luciano. Luciano, at one point, the top prospect for the Giants. And perhaps maybe he can have an Elia Ramos type year. Ramos, at one point, was one of the top prospects for the Giants as Luciano takes a strike on the outside corner. Elia Ramos was at one point one of the top prospects for the Giants, but really fell hard after really rough years in 22 and 23, in which he had cups of coffee in both years with the Giants. But then last year really came alive when he was called up and ended up going to the All-Star game as It's now 101 to Luciano. But Luciano, of course, had the stretch where he made, like 5 errors in 5 games in the second to last week of May. It was a really awful week for him as that's popped up. Out to shallow left center. Out's the shortstop. Sends the center fielder. It's going to be the shortstop who makes the catch. And there are 2 away. So this is a very big camp for Marco Luciano. I mean, this is like Candlestick-like wind, by the way. It's like hot and windy Candlestick. Candlestick was cold and windy, but this is like hot and windy Candlestick. The wind is really playing tricks on the fielders, and we saw it with these 2 pop-ups here in the night. So here's Hunter Bishop, who at one point was a top Giants prospect, but he has been stalling in the minors for quite some time, hitting left-handed, and he swings and fouls one off to the left and out of play. Meckler at first, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Giants trail 6-5. Again, Giants will be at home in Scottsdale against the Angels. The Dodgers will, so let's call it hosting the White Sox here, going to Mesa to play the A's. There's a high pop-up along the left field line into foul ground as the left fielder, and it hits off the side screen. The count will be quickly 0-2, and so the left fielder will get it, and I assume throw it to some lucky fan in the stands who, if it's a kid, will remember this day for the rest of his life, or her life, or their life. So the Dodgers a strike away from winning this game. Oh, 2. The set. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. This will be foul and out of play as the catcher will give it a look, and the count stays at 0-2. That wind is whipping, folks. It is absolutely whipping right now. No balls, 2 strikes. The set by Campos. He's at the letters. Here's the pitch. Curve. Strike 3 call at the top of the zone, and that's the ball game. So the Dodgers win this one by a final of 6-5. Aaron Bracho's home run in the bottom of the 8th, that proves to be the game winner. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Giants. 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Dodgers. Giants out-hit the Dodgers. Dodgers now 4-6 on the spring. The Giants now 4-3. Waiting for a time of the game. Will give it to us. I can tell you that the attendance here at Camelback Ranch was 12,000. All right, we do have a time of the game. Time of the game, 2 hours and 30 minutes in front of a sellout crowd here at Camelback Ranch of 12,340, 12340. All right, I'm Stephen Ruderman. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. You'll hear more from me as the spring goes along. Unfortunately, I'll be on the road up to Yakima, Washington tomorrow, so I'll be unable to do play-by-play of the Giants and Angels game. But for those of you who want to listen to the Giants and Angels, that will be on KMBR tomorrow, first pitch at 12:05 Pacific, 1:05 Mountain. I'm Stephen Ruderman. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Have a good day, folks. I'll talk to you soon.